This is the High School Crossfire. Welcome back.
The worst disease in the world is corruption, and the cure is cashless transactions. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Namanya Divine Atowembire, a student of St.Noa Mawagali Senior Secondary School. I'll first begin with rebutting what the side have told us. They've told us about risks of fraud. Ladies and gentlemen, we have something called data encryption. We will carry out data encryption. This data will be backed up, so we don't need to worry about that. And I pose a question to them. If not cashless transactions, what should be the greatest step? Because you're here telling us many steps here. We need the greatest step to stop corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, according to www.techpayments.com, whenever hard cash is involved, there is a very large scope of corruption because cash transactions don't have any trail. But in a cashless society, every financial transaction will have a trail and not granted and can be traced back. This means corruption will definitely go down. What do I mean here? If the government gives a minister if the government gives a minister money to carry out a project, it will follow up by means of trails. We will get to know, as our first speaker told us, we'll get to know, has the money been used for its purpose? Has the purpose been fulfilled? We'll get to know that with cashless transactions. But cash has no trail, ladies and gentlemen. Cash has no trail and no traces. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are curbing corruption in a way that if I'm given hard cash to perform a duty, not granted, save it for later. If I'm given hard cash to perform a duty and I embezzle it and I'm taken to courts of law, I can easily deny it. Because there is no serious follow-up. There is totally no serious follow-up, unlike cashless transactions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard that we as the farmers, we are going to publicize the activities we are doing to end corruption by the help of cashless transactions. We're going to publicize them using UCC. We have to publicize them because we know we are doing the right thing. We're ending corruption here. We are going to sensitize the people on how to use cashless transactions to end corruption. To end corruption. And for every cashless transaction, we will demand for accountability. And if we realize that we have not received feedback or accountability, and the minister has been corrupt, what are we going to do? Not granted. According to Section 2 of the Anti-Corruption Act of 2019, a person found in 2009, a person found in possession of illicitly acquired resource or property commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a form of imprisonment for not more than 10 years, ladies and gentlemen, with a fine of $240. And then according to Section 19 of the Anti-Corruption Act, the punishment provided for embezzlement of funds is imprisonment not exceeding 14 years and a fine of not more than $180. Ladies and gentlemen, about the iron sheets scandal, which is going on in Uganda today, Minister PT2 involved his mother, brother, and nephew in this act, of which the 12,200 iron sheets, some were sold for money, some were used for their own purposes of piggery and construction. Seriously? This act was not only embezzlement of funds, but also nepotism, which is a form of corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, our dear judges, cash is blamed for illicit money movement, i.e. bribery. It is because of cash that we have bribery, evasion, money laundering, and corruption, which is why I stand by the resolution that says cashless transactions will be the greatest step towards ending corruption. I rest my case.
Resolved. Cashless transactions